Hello, sixth grade. How are you? I hope you will be fine. Today, in our second term in the mathematics, the first unit is the set of integer number. We took in the previous year the set of natural number, and we see the natural number is consisted of 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and we denoted it by symbol n. Today we will talk other set is integer number. Let's see in the previous figure we have number line from the right 1 2 3 4 5 6, and from the left -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, and -1. What is the mean of negative integer? Okay, here in our country Egypt, the degree of the weather is say 23 degree. Okay, if we travel to England, say, or in any country in Europe, we know that the Europe is cold country and the degree is here by negative. The weather there, the degree -1, -2, -3. This negative mean the degree is under 0. It is no, it is closed. So the degree there is denoted by negative number, like -1, -2, -3 under 0. Okay, so the 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 here is not positive, not negative. I can't say the 0 is positive or the 0 is negative. The set of negative integer -1, -2, -3, and so on. The set of positive integer 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So the set is, we can also define set integer set by z equal z negative union 0 union z plus. Let's see the diagram. -1 here is greater than -2. In the negative numbers, the -1 is greater than -2. Every number near to the 0 is greater than the after number of them. And also -3 is greater than -4. Also -5 is greater than -6. -7 is greater than -8, and so on. The following diagram shows the relation between z positive, z negative, and n. The mother set is set of integer z is consists of set of positive integer, we denoted it by z positive, 0, and set of negative integer, we denoted it by z negative. Okay, 0 and set of positive integer is the set of natural number. Yeah, we took it in the previous year. Natural number consists of 0, 1, 2, 3. So n is 0 and z plus. From the previous diagram, we deduced that z is equal n union z negative. Why? Because we said the n is 0 and z positive. Okay, n different z is equal 5. Why n negative z is equal 5? Because the n is not consists of negative numbers. We can't say -1 in n. We can't say -2 in n. So when we talk z from the n, the answer is well empty. Empty set is 5. Okay, z plus intersection z negative is equal 5. Excellent. It is equal empty. Why? Because there is no number exists in z plus and exists in z negative. Z plus consists of 1, 2, and so on. Z negative, -1, -2, and so on. Okay, the last one, z minus n is equal z difference. Excellent. Why? Because when we talk the n set from the z, it is say z negative. Pay attention here. Z negative n is equal z negative, but n negative z is equal 5. Pay attention in these points. The absolute value of an integer. The definition of absolute value, it is the distance from any number x and 0 on the number line, and it is denoted by absolute x, and it is always positive. Always positive. The value of absolute, it is always positive. Okay. Say absolute value of 4, it is equal 4. Excellent. Why? Because the distance from 0 to x is 4. The absolute value of negative 3 is negative 3? No, not negative 3. Why? Because the value of the absolute is always positive. And we say the absolute is the distance from any number and 0 on the number line. That means in the right hand of the number lines. Okay, absolute value and negative 3 is 3. We have some exercises. Find the following. Number 1, z plus intersection z negative, z minus z negative. If negative 7 belong to 1 0 negative 5 x, then x is equal absolute value of negative 3 is equal, and negative absolute negative 5 54 is equal. Okay, z plus intersection z difference is z minus or z negative is 5. Why? Because there is no element exist in z plus and exist in z negative. Okay, z minus z negative, yeah, it is equal z positive, the set of positive integer. Okay, if negative 7 belong to 1 0 negative 5x, then is x equal, yeah, x is equal negative 6, because this is a set, and the set it's only have the sum number in there, 1 0 negative 5 and negative 7. Absolute value of negative 3, it is equal negative 3 or 3, yeah, 3, because the absolute value it is always positive. Okay, negative absolute value of negative 54, it is equal, yeah, someone tell me 54. But why he say that? Because it's absolute value, and it's a value, absolute value, it is always positive, but I have negative outside the absolute, so I don't forget this negative. The answer will be negative 54. But belong or not belong, or set, subset or not subset. At the first, what's the difference between belong and subset? Yes, the belong when I comparing between number and set. Subset when I comparing between two sets. Okay, negative 3 belong to z. Excellent. Okay, 4.5 belong or not belong to z? Yeah, not belong. Why? Because z is only whole number. There is no decimal or fraction in z. So 4.5 not belong to z. N belong or not belong, or subset or not subset? Yeah, n is set and z is set. So here we comparing between two sets, and we say the n is 0 and z positive, so n is subset of z. Okay, 0 subset or not subset, belong or not belong to z positive? Yeah, 0 is not belonging to z positive, because we say the 0, I can't say the 0 is positive or the 0 is negative. 3 belong to z. Excellent. 4 plus absolute negative 7, yeah, 4 plus absolute negative 7, it will be 11, and 11 is belong to z. Okay, here we end our lesson. Thank you everyone, and let's see you in the other lessons.